Hello, people. How you doing? I just got back from a board of ministry meeting in Temple, so a bit of a busy week for me. Um, this coming week is the second to last, I had to do some math there, sermon in our stewardship series. So I want to remind you, if you've not picked up a pledge card yet, to grab one this Sunday, to take it home, to pray over it, and then on the 29th, which is the last Sunday of the month, I'm going to invite you to bring those back with you to church. And then during the offertory time of our service, we'll invite you up to the front of the service, and you can kneel at the altar rail and leave your pledge card there, and Trudy and I will pray over each household as you do so. And the reason we do this, and this is what we've done the last 2 years if you've been here, the reason I like doing this is because I think it's a good reminder that giving to the church, it's not just a tax break. It's not just something that we do to keep the church going. It's not just an obligation, but it is a very spiritual thing. And it's very much it's something that God leads you to. It's an important part of your faith walk. So it's very meaningful for me as a pastor to be able to pray over you all as you do that. And I think for a lot of you, it's very meaningful as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Also on the 29th, I want to make sure you are aware of this, is our Charge Conference. Now, if you're not familiar with that term, Charge Conferences in the Methodist Church, both in the United Methodist Church beforehand and now in the Global Methodist Church, we have a yearly Charge Conference, and the Charge is just the area that one pastor serves. So in our case, it's one church. For some pastors, it's 2 or 3 churches. But this is where the business of the church is handled, okay? So this is where things like my and Trudy's salaries are approved. Those are approved by the Charge Conference. The church leadership is voted on and approved. And the way we are doing these is we're doing a group charge conference with several other Global Methodist churches in our area, mostly just for the sake of simplicity. And so here's how this is going to work. On the 29th of October at 5 p.m. at First Methodist Church in Taft, Texas, we're going to have our charge conference. And I'm telling you all this because I would like for a number of you to be there. Because what's going to happen is our presiding elder, who is my friend Brad DeHaven, at St. Luke's, is going to, when it's Asbury's turn, he's going to hold up our packet of paperwork that lists who our church leadership is, that lists, I think it's only going to be the church leadership, mine and Trudy's compensation packages, and then we have a form for a candidate for ministry, a person who has expressed an interest in exploring a call to ministry. And you're going to be asked to vote on all those to approve them. Now, I will make sure you have that information beforehand, okay? It will be available to you before the charge conference. So if you want to look at it and read it over, you can. But it's going to be voted on and approved. Now, this is not merely a formality. This is actually a legal requirement. All 501c3 organizations have to have an annual public meeting where the members of that organization can vote to do this kind of stuff. Okay, so we do this both because we need to, just to make sure we've got all our ducks in a row. It helps for transparency's sake, but also because there is a legal requirement to do it. So October the 29th, 5 p.m. in Taft, Texas at First Methodist Church, Taft. It may still pop up. If you are doing a search for it to find it, it may still pop up as First United Methodist Church, Taft. Sometimes Google hasn't kept up with the updates, but it is First Methodist Church. It's a Global Methodist Church now. That's where it's going to be, October 29th, 5 p.m., and I hope to see a number of you there. I'll see you all on Sunday.